What's up, y'all? Kofi Kingston here, and I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks, depending on what that drink is, preferably non-alcoholic, you know?
How's it going? Celtic Warriors, James.
Soda.
I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Maple syrup.
I would never have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Oh, it's Thursday. And oh my God, we're here. Sorry, folks. Sometimes life.
Everybody needs a chaser.
Yeah, we all do. So here we are. Thursday night's the chaser. I'm just showing my drink. But yes, so another couple of weeks of wrestling we didn't get to talk about. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But as you guys know, I have a new sidekick for Thursdays. Digi, what up?
Hey, no, I'm the sidekick. You're,
I'm the captain, I guess. Like,
yeah,
like Kyrie, who's got a birthday too. I can, charter.
There's a lot of good birthdays.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Let's do the official. What's in your glass? So, Digi, what are you drinking this evening?
Coffee and Everclear.
Nice. Okay. Everclear reminds me of my youth, and I'm like, yee. So because I have an early flight tomorrow, and today I did not really hear my alarm go off, I'm just sticking with our favorite regular Coke out of the can. I put it in a koozie. We can't. Can't wait. So hopefully someone joins us, because now that I know where the comments are. Yes. Oh yes. So yeah, I know that's kind of a problem, but that's okay. It's
you learned
episode one. So
yes.
Yeah. Well, since we missed a lot of birthdays, there were a lot of people actually having some birthdays. So that I want to wish a happy birthday, because I don't think we wish a lot of these people birthdays, but I'm just going to start with it. So I don't know if we did Brian Tillman Jr.
Yeah, who just got signed apparently.
Yeah. Congrats, dude. Sarah Logan. I know her. Yeah.
Crazy Mary Dobson, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then we've got Trevor Murdoch. Now he
Ooh.
like NWA. Like when I think of the pre-pandemic era, he's one
He
of
carried.
those staples right there.
Yeah, he carried NWA on his back hard.
Yeah, he did. Paul Heyman had a birthday.
Yep, the man himself.
Mm-hmm. Angelina Love had her birthday.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Baron Corbin.
Wait,
Yeah,
Baron
Penelope Ford.
Corbin?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Teddy Long. Playa. Happy
Yep,
birthday.
player.
Yep.
It's a tag match with The Undertaker.
Let's see who else we have. We have Kira Hogan. Happy birthday.
Ooh.
Yeah, good one.
Firefly.
I'm glad she's getting more TV time. This one, you know, honestly, I don't care for this person, but if y'all do, that's on you. Jim Cornette.
Yeah,
I
he's a
don't
grumpy
care.
old man, but a hell of a historian.
Yeah, he doesn't like my favorite people, so fuck him. Piss off. Uh, let's see here. A favorite of a lot of people, and I'm probably being sarcastic, 50% of this, Eva Marie.
Ooh, I love Eva Marie.
Yeah,
They fucked her over hard.
they did. When she came back, it was great, but that just got screwed over so bad.
Yeah. Willis, what's up, baby?
Willis, how's it going? Willis is here in the house. So yes, let's see. Renee Young, Arn Anderson. God, there's so many.
Arn Anderson, the master. That sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Ethan Page. I love Ethan Page. Let me just tell you, I do not love Ethan Page AEW, but I'll get into that later.
Yeah, the buckshot area.
Yep. Matt Hardy. And as I mentioned, Kari Sane, as I'm the captain. Mm-hmm. Stephanie McMahon, Sonya Deville, Asuka, Buddy Murphy. Oh. Those are the long line of people.
Yeah.
My homie that I love, I think that they need to be the next IWGP heavyweight tag champions. One half of TMDK. Happy birthday, Shane.
Cheers.
I just love them. They're just great. Candice LeRae, happy birthday.
Ooh.
Candice Michelle. So 2 Candices. Here's one that we can have this conversation about. But
okay.
I miss this guy. Goddamn Trevor Lee. Trevor fucking Lee.
Trevor Lee. Hell yeah. Give the man some props.
Yeah. And I mean, the Cameron Grimes thing was great in NXT and with LA Knight. But you know what? Honestly, I don't know what the hell happened. I sit back and think, is he going to be one of those ones that they let go?
I like his run with the $1 Million Man was just beautiful, but something was missing and I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's because we're not used to him having like a goofy character like that.
Yeah.
That's what I attested to. Like, but I don't know.
Playing the mark as a gimmick is hard.
Exactly. Now, who else we have? Curtis Axel. Okay, this is another person. I cannot stand him, but some people do love him. I just don't understand the point. And on Thursday nights, you know when I say his name. Oh God, I can't even say his name right now. I'm just like, oh, the hate is bubbling up inside of me. Robert Stone. Okay, I'm sorry. There's no point for him. I am sorry.
Okay.
There's no point.
Why is there no point for him?
Because all he does, I mean, I don't know, he's just sleazy and just not there. It's not, it doesn't add any value. He adds no value.
Do you think it's like a gimmick issue where he's leaning too hard into it?
No, it's not a gimmick issue. It's more of, it's not working, bro. It's not.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
okay, I get it.
All about it, but NXT, no, not about it.
He gets a rotten peach.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there's even more. One
Keep
of my
going.
favorite people. This is now Johnny birthday. So happy birthday to John Morrison, Johnny
Johnny
TV, Johnny
birthday.
insert your name. Yes. So he is celebrating a birthday. Um Digging back in the old ROH archives, not that
Ooh.
old, TK Orion, formerly of the Kingdom.
Ooh.
He's the one that had to retire because the knee injuries and concussions. So happy
Yeah.
birthday, dude. And then Linda McMahon.
Ooh. The old gal herself.
Yeah, the old gal
Former
herself.
czar of small business.
Oh, yes. And then I also want to put, because this is not on this list, but I
Mhm.
feel like I need to shout out one of my local people and indie people.
Of
So,
course.
the future franchise, Titus Alexander, had a birthday this week. So,
Ooh. I've heard that name. I've heard some
oh,
good
yes,
things.
you guys need to check him out. If you go on YouTube and you type like Titus Alexander, you'll see an interesting match with him versus Ocean Spray. And I'll say interesting because you got to watch it and you'll know what I say by interesting. But he's up and coming. I'm hoping because I'm going to next week. It's big wrestling week for me, big AEW week. Going up to Seattle to see my first Collision and
Mhm.
then Wrestle Dream and then come home and then on Wednesday going to Dynamite. So I'm hoping that if there's some dark tapings for a Ring of Honor or whatnot, that he's there. Personally, I think because he's a well-rounded wrestler, I prefer him over Nick Wayne. Yes, at me, people, but I
No,
do.
no, no. You're
I
right.
mean, the flippy stuff, and I've said this like a billion times. When you get older, it's going to shorten your career. One or two, like Sammy Guevara is like one more head injury away from calling it. They're calling it for him no more.
Oh,
So yeah,
I
so that's
have a correction.
mm,
Last time we were on, I spoke about Tyler Gray, independent
hmm
wrestler who's looking to get signed out in Tennessee,
hmm
and I didn't know his new gimmick name.
mm,
It's Artemis V. Watley.
mm.
He is a friend of the show, and he might come on and talk about his experience.
Awesome. I need to have our original first drinking buddy,
Mm-hmm.
Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
why? Come on,
Um,
Stackhouse, let's go.
yes, I need to see more Sam out there. So I'm gonna see if Willis, are you still here with us? Because if
He's
you
here.
are, you need to tell Juicy because he's wrestled Juicy before to bring Sam Stackhouse out
Yeah.
because I said so. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yep, hinting, influencing the booking. But since I know Oasis Pro, like you're like the Don over there of fans, do your magic, man. Do your
Yeah, man.
sprinkle that salt, sprinkle it everywhere. So yeah, so those are the
Every fairy
birthdays.
tale deserves a villain.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers.
I miss that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I miss him. It was great seeing him when I did. I don't want to go on and on because God forbid Bishop's like, I'm talking about Ricky or Marty or Corbin. Well,
We called out the other shows and nobody's responded.
yeah, no. Well, I'll tell you, speaking of Marty, um, one wrestler who's been not anywhere is now
Hmm.
no longer accepting indie bookings.
Oh, what's his name?
Mr. Flat Earth himself.
Yeah,
Flip
the
Gordon.
ROH.
Mm-hmm.
Flip Gordon, and somebody else isn't taking it. What is his fucking name?
Oh, you mean Sammy Callahan?
No,
No,
I keep
Sammy says it's very limited.
right. Sammy's limited. I know Havoc's limited. Sue Young's limited.
Mhm.
Rosemary's limited. Uh, no, it was a guy who's an ROH champion. I can't think of his damn name.
Shane Taylor?
No, he's the dude everybody has a problem with working with him because he gets all serious about it.
Kenny King?
Eddie Kingston.
Oh no, he's signed
Yeah, he's
AEW.
signed, but
Yeah,
he's not taking indie bookings because he's
because
got some
now he's a
championship
double champ.
defenses.
He's a
Yeah,
double
he's got to
champ.
work too hard.
Whatever. I'm like, Eddie, come on now, bro.
Eddie,
Yeah, but anyways,
I got a lot of respect for that dude.
I love
Holy
Eddie.
shit.
I love Eddie. So, Flip, wherever you go, and I don't know where Flip is going. I haven't seen him
Hold
probably since the
on.
beginning of the year. So,
Uh,
so cheers to that.
cheers. Let me. I'm
Yeah.
looking now.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not
Doo-doo-doo.
been said where Flip's going. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
he's
that,
signed somewhere because he always takes bookings.
yeah. Mhm. I'm assuming that he got signed to the E.
That wouldn't surprise me,
Yeah,
And
because they would have AEW would have done it a long time ago.
they should
But I
have.
remember a couple of years ago when he went to go visit his friends, he got a lot of shit from people because he was with ROH at the time, and ROH is like, nope, you can't do anything. You can't do anything outside, of wrestling. No wrestling. You can do an appearance, but other than that, no. And
Yeah,
he got a lot of shit about that he was there. I think it was Double or Nothing. It was maybe the second one. I could be wrong, but
he was part of the battle royal, if I'm not mistaken.
oh, that was All In.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know at one point he did a battle royal.
yeah, he was All In, and then yeah. So I think with him, I mean, I like him a lot. I know people don't like him because of his beliefs and things like that. But here's the thing, though. Okay, a lot of Pete's people, if you really knew who they were or knew some of their beliefs or what skeletons they have in their closet, you probably wouldn't like them either. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
there's
I'm just
there's
saying.
a lot of things if people knew that went on behind the scenes, man, they would be pissed.
Not only
But
just that,
and
too, but even like public knowledge things, you know?
yeah, well,
Mm,
those in the know. By the way,
mm.
fun fact to Flip Gordon, he was in the Army National Guard for 6 years.
Yes, he was. And he's very proud of his service. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that, because actually, when he first was wrestling, um, he actually was wearing his actual dog tags, and he actually sold them as merch too. But when he made his debut, I believe, in Seattle, and he was represent the Streamer Club. He was our one of our first Streamer Club people where we actually did a charity auction. So he wore the shirt, he signed it, and it got auctioned off. So we made some money to a charity of his choice, and it was pretty awesome. But he gave them to his sister. His sister was there. I was like,
Mm.
this is great. I love them. Introduced me to his family. And Defy actually booked a show because he had never, ever wrestled in Montana. They booked a show in his hometown, Kalispell. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So,
I thought he was from South Weymouth.
mm-mm.
Hmm.
He's
Well
billed
then,
from Kalispell, but I don't know.
yeah,
But
he's built
yeah,
from
but
Kalispell, Montana. Doesn't matter.
either
Just
yeah,
fun
either way,
fact.
it's Montana, okay? Like,
Fuck
the
yeah.
and, like those states in the middle, it's like, oh yeah, it's just whatever, I mean, I'm sorry. If you're from in the middle, you're just whatever.
Midwest wrestling is so different. Like there is a
Yeah.
definitive like East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. All
Mhm.
have their own different style of wrestling and the way they book.
Yeah. But now people want to be the next super indie. They want to be the next PWG, at least on the West Coast. So we've got promotions like West Coast Pro. Shout out to them because that's my local. And also
Mhm.
Prestige, which, I'm still a little upset because they've never truly replaced how we were supposed to get Malachi Black. And I'm never letting this go. Okay. So Scott Brigante, I'm never
Mhm.
letting it go. Okay, never, because that would have been the first time I saw him in person at a small venue. Now it's like, okay, the first time I saw him was in a fucking huge arena, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is how I was supposed to see him the first time. I'm like, this is Tommy fucking End, and I'm like, yikes.
Like he
So,
is, a lot of
yeah.
people don't know he has a legit MMA background.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh
Like
yeah.
he's got a record. He's damn good at what he does.
I was waiting for him to kick fucking Punk's ass. Like,
I'm sure it
right.
was there at some juncture.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been a nice one there. But
Yeah.
hey, it's what it is. So I know definitely, he took to Instagram, I think, the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and was saying, he's still around. Of course, I think everybody by now who works for AEW should know that if you fall out of favor for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're going to be a forgotten child unless you
Yep.
kiss Tony's ring
It's
or other.
unfortunate but true.
Yeah, it's true. So that's where it's kind of like, yeah, just prime example. We'll get her out of the way now. Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
What's your feeling? Tell me your thoughts.
Uh I'm gonna say this with as much respect as possible.
Okay.
Okay. Her in-ring skills are top notch. Her promo skills are one-sided and very bland. I feel like, and I said this, live when I was, with Medusa. I think she's going to be 6 months. They're going to run her hot. She's not going to get over because she really wasn't over in AEW, and she's going to bomb out, and then she's going to be somebody they're just going to sit in the back, and she's going to be a squash match.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can only play the end quote baddie so many times in so many promotions before it's stale as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that. Now, like for me, my thing is, I don't think she had in-ring chops. I remember the first match she went that was over like 5 minutes. And I think it was to Thunder Rosa, if I'm not mistaken. That she was not prepared for that. No. So, and to this day, is she prepared? I don't know. Like her match with Taya Valkyrie, I don't know. Her match with I don't know. I mean, it's still one of those things. I mean, she still needs to develop. I think it's foolish if they start bringing her up right away. I mean, that's me. But
she needs to be NXT bound. She needs to go in hot and learn how to do it, so they can put her over, get her used to the style. Because as we know, covering the indies and all the things that are not mainstream, we know there's a difference in wrestling style between WWE, AEW, NXT. Yeah. There's a significant gap.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely there is. And I think that not only just with the gap, but also I think that when developing the new talent, okay, I hate saying that because I don't like to think of that as a AEW thing, but what I kind of feel like is I feel like, well, they did what they could, but look at Anthony Ogogo, okay, or Anthony Ogogo. But I'm just saying, it's like they bang. I don't want to speculate why Tony put a lot of his chips into Jade Cargill. I don't know, because if you watch when the pandemic days of AEW, all she was doing was sitting in the crowd, clapping. Yeah. And so how you go to what she became is a mystery to me, because it was simple. But
and hot take, do you think maybe she was a diversity hire, an attempt to avoid any of that backlash? Because during the pandemic, there was a lot of protests. Do you feel like that might have been the way to keep heat off the company?
Possibly, but I think more of like with the women's roster because you got
Mm.
all these Japanese ladies, and no offense to them, there was a ton of Japanese ladies. Then you had, your like, plain white bread of like ladies, and then you had, you know, mm-hmm, yep, and but if you were listening on audio, you did not see that. So just to let you know, sometimes it's better to watch than
Yeah.
just listen. So, and then of course they had, the Latina in Thunder Rosa, and then who do you have? Well, and then of course Diamante and Evilise, and then you've got like Kiera Hogan when she came around, Red Velvet, um, things like that. So I think it was because you can't have Brandy Rhodes as your token,
No, she
token put
like
into
they did some things with her and it was fine, but a
Yeah.
lot of the biggest bitch I hear about AEW is the fact that their board of directors, as it were, are the people they keep putting over.
Yeah.
Sure, they'll lose a match, but
Yeah.
they are always in the title scene. Period.
Yeah. And I think what's interesting now
Mhm.
is that okay, so that belt of Phil disappeared,
Right.
or did it? So if they bring it back now, it's stupid. But I think that it's right now AEW is in an interesting situation. I think because you've got Jack Perry, who they pushed to the gills and forced Luchasaurus on us, right?
Hmm.
He probably might not come back. They
Yeah.
might not bring him back. And, I sit there and I'm like, is it fair that you gave a lot of these people who are assholes the fucking moon? And then this
And that,
shit kind of happens. It makes me wonder. Whereas you have people like, you know, I'm going there, like Ricky,
Ricky.
you
Yep.
get him, and then down he goes. And then he waits, and then he gets angry. My thing is
Hmm.
this, I'm going to tell you people straight up right now my opinion of this, and I'm going to be right on this, and it's not because I know anything or not. I'm just prefacing that.
Hmm.
I don't see him going to WWE
No.
because honestly, yeah, it's nice to say that you worked for WWE, but the reality is if he thinks that they're not using him now, bro, take a number up there because there's
Yeah.
no he's better off right now trying to um bank what he has in Tony, and like, dude, you need to really push me. You need to give me something, because you've got all
Yeah.
these shows, right? And all of these people, and again, my complaint, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Now, I will say this, I am liking the fact that Ricky's kind of going through Blackpool Combat Club,
Hmm.
and I think if I am thinking correctly, okay, because
Hmm.
then it's about it's a month and a half to Full Gear, and
Right.
I think that there's a great build that he can have, because I keep thinking to what Brian said was, you know, that yeah, about bleeding together. And
Yeah.
boy, Ricky did that and then some. And with the whole handshake thing, him trying, to get that respect, I think that's kind of awesome, because obviously speculation was that black t-shirt that Danielson got choked with was a BCC shirt for Ricky. Now, would that be good for him? Absolutely. Now, it would be even
Mm,
better that he works his way through that whole faction.
I
So that
think you should join the Bullet Club.
no, no.
I'll even justify the statement.
Why do you think he should join Bullet Club?
All right. Here's if he's a smart man, and he is.
Nah,
You know.
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, business wise, he knows what he's doing. He got
Kind
where
of.
he is for a reason. Yeah. So what I think he should do would make the most sense. You go to the Bullet Club, all right? You do a run. You know, inevitably AW is going to send you back to catering. You're going to live there for a while. Go from there as a member of Bullet Club, do some Japanese work, get paid out the ass, then come back and he can write his check anywhere he wants.
Yeah. I think with Japan, and I've said this on episode 1 before. Now it's a little too late. Is he was before. He was under 205. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's still just a little bit above it. Like he's at 210. Right. My thing is, if he had dropped it and was 205 and got to do something like Best of the Super Juniors,
yeah,
that would be amazing. Like that's one thing right there.
Even at 210, they can bill him. I mean, there's no reason he can't do the Super Juniors.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like it's not like when Shingo Takagi was in that, because Shingo is like, that dude is not no Super Junior.
Yeah.
But I think that would really be something good for him, because they're not going to let this Gaijin go into, these big things like a G1 or anything like that. No, hell no.
He would if he was Bullet Club.
Not necessarily.
Every member of Bullet Club that is currently in Japan has been in every title picture. Even if they didn't win it, they've always been there, and they're the top Gaijin faction.
Yeah, but still. I mean, one that I hope don't ever fucking go to goddamn United Empire. I will never talk to him again. Never.
Yui's a career killer.
Yeah, no. Or one that I think would be great, because both of them have a mouth and it would be outstanding, is if he went to TMDK.
TMDK would be really good.
Him and Zach, oh my God, Bad Dude Tito, I think that would be like kind of amazing, because
let him heal it up,
let
really
him heal it
push
up,
the mark.
let him, yeah, because I'm sad because I'm going to be at Collision, so I can't hear the commentary since Zach is going to be on commentary. Yeah, because I love it when he starts, because he's so eloquent, when he speaks.
Earpiece and phone, baby. Earpiece and phone.
Yeah, I could.
You could do it that way.
I could, but I'm like, nah, I'll wait till I go back to the hotel. But I'm like, dude, the guy, it's going to be great because, he's so well spoken. And then to have him with Nigel there, oh, Jesus Christ.
I like him better than Uno, honestly.
Who?
Anybody.
Oh, you mean Nigel?
Yes, but I'm going Nigel, with anybody.
I will say this. Nigel, I like having him on commentary. The jury is out for me on Kevin Kelly doing AEW,
right?
As well as Riccaboni sometimes. And I know Willis is going to say, oh, just make Riccaboni. Dude, it's just, I don't know. Like, I feel sometimes he's just not there yet, he's not. But, hey, I also hate Tony Schiavone back there too. So, I mean, yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
If you want to go, bar none, one of the best commentators that people really fucked over was Joey Styles. Justin.
Mr. Half of the Brothers in Time. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Gotta have you back on the show with us one of these days.
Why do I feel like I know just in time? Is it from Vaughn Live?
Him and his brother.
Oh, well, I feel like I've seen him somewhere.
Friend of the show. He's been on with me and Marsh before,
Oh.
Thursday night thing. He's no stranger to it. But man, all this shit that's going on in AEW, man, I know Justin's having a day.
And it's impacting everybody.
Yeah. And
Like
then
even the WWE stuff.
yeah. I'm just like, it's rough out there in those streets, but is what it is. Like, I don't book this shit. I should sometimes. But
We've called it.
yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I was right, so I don't know what to tell y'all. So, but I really feel like this is going to be a very interesting show, Wrestle Dream, because the rumor on the street is that Tony's trying to buy New Japan. Did you hear that
He will
one?
never get that sold. I have heard that rumor. It will never happen.
I know. It's like, Tony, you're dealing with the Yakuza, because the Yakuza, I firmly believe that the Yakuza still owns a big stake of New Japan. I'm serious. I'm like almost like 1,000% certain that is true.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, they're in a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, and so my thing is with like Tony, it's like this is something where it's like you're probably going to get a hard no. Okay? Because especially how you've treated Ring of Honor, what you've done there. And I know New Japan is not going to want like all these like gaijin that shouldn't be there, like on the card. Like, okay, I'll go there. Let's say Luchasaurus. No, that's
They'll never
horrible.
take it.
Yeah, not even DDT. Okay, I'll go there with that, right? Look at tag teams, Cool Hand and whatever. Yeah, no, maybe the Guns. I'm like glad that they're with the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah, but they need to step away, like from the father, from the gimmick. They need to go and do their own shit.
Yeah. Now, Acclaimed again. That's another one that no, you won't see it in New Japan. Yeah, because they have Toro Yano, love Yano, and they could have Colt Cabana again. That was a cute little tag team. So, anyways, but like
MJF and Jay White, though, yes, please, says Justin.
Yes, I don't know that promo. Did you see the promo he cut last night? Did you?
Yes, it did.
Woo. What did you think?
Fire.
What's your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts.
It's as always. Say what you will about MJF or Jay White or any of the top guys that are not in some center or another. Their big draw is the mic. Like Moxley, and I say this in comparison. Moxley's character is meant to be short words. Jay White is meant to be an egotistical fuck. MJF is doing his face turn, but we all know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's half the ride. And you can tell that in the promos of how little things change meaning. The tonality is everything.
Yeah.
And like when MJF says he's a generational talent, he's right. When Jay White says he's a leader, he's right. And that's something to be said. Like, that's my thoughts on their particular commentary, because I don't look at it from a singular point. I look where they started and where they're at now.
Yeah. And I feel like it's where they're at right now. I mean, they're at two big levels. Now, I think that MJF, that's going to be a guy that's going to move. He's not going to stick around.
Yeah, he's already said it.
He's going to go to
he's going to go to the E. He's already said it.
Yeah, he's going to go to the E, And will he be over there? Absolutely. He'll be as over as he is, here. So, I don't know. I just, maybe for me, it's like, I don't know. I think that he is, I don't know. I just think that, hold on a second.
I need a cute little gimmick. I don't have any of those.
Yeah, no. Well, anyways, I'm sorry. I got distracted.
No.
Like, squirrel.
Welcome to the chaser.
All right. Have a drink. It's okay. So what was I saying? So yeah, so I don't know. But Jay White and
Right.
MJF, I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be good, no
Yeah,
matter which way it goes.
exactly. No matter what way, it's going to be good. I mean, honestly, it would be kind of cool if Jay White did get it.
Yeah.
Just because I think that what they need is they need someone with it that has a different charisma, if that makes sense.
They need to polarize of a faction because the last faction they had that was really over was the House of Black.
Well, they still are. They still are. Because
But
look
they
at
don't use
Julia
them.
Hart. Oh my God.
Julia Hart's amazing.
Oh,
Like,
she's done
holy
so
shit.
good. And it's like, damn, that was probably the best move. I think one of the best moves that Tony has done in his tenure was move her over, that little cheerleader girl, to this. Like Stevie Nicks, like witchy woman, whatever. Right? I'm all for it. All for it. I love it.
Well, and
Absolutely.
she's got quite a pedigree because she was initially trained by Ken Anderson, then she went to the Nightmare Factory.
Mm-hmm.
And like she's an AEW alum.
Oh yeah.
This is her first one, and that there's something to be said for that they picked her up like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think, trying to think, when you have these people who've gone to like Nightmare Factory and all these other things, going back to a go-go, like, you have to wonder, like, does it really matter?
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
gonna elevate their career? And that I think a lot of because you touched on it before. Some of these indie guys think they're going to be indie rific, or they're just going to hit it and they're going to get mainline contracts, and it's like 1% of 1% are going to end up there, and they have to be something super fucking special.
Yeah.
And people don't think that impacts the indies. It does. It burns out people who have the skill and the talent, but who will never get the chance.
Yeah. Well, look at like Ricochet. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to pick on Ricochet.
That's a damn tragedy.
That guy, beyond indie-rific, okay, gets there, does his thing, and then what happens? Yeah, not really being used. I think that it's a shame because he's like, of those guys that do that kind of style,
He's it.
he's it. He's the best. That right there's the GOAT. Not freaking Ocean Spray, but right there, that's the GOAT. So
Like
I think that
you can go back even to his time with Lucha Underground as Prince Puma.
Yeah, Prince Puma. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at that. When you see that, you're like, oh, all right. And then you have like, obviously, how over, Kevin Owens got Sami Zayn, again,
In spite of
guys, and it worked out well. Look at like right now, when you look at Adam Cole, Undisputed Era.
that was the top of his career.
Yeah, like it doesn't get any better. And then poor freaking Roddy, okay, gets stuck with Diamond Mind, and that was a big joke, I swear there's certain things that scar me from NXT, and I think Diamond Mind was one, and the other, God, Pretty Deadly. I'm like, why they're on the main roster? I have no idea. They keep like, I don't know why. Like,
they're annoying to me.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, you don't need that. Okay, if you wanted that, then you should have kept Fandango and what's his face.
Ooh, Fandango is killing it, by the way.
Oh yeah, over in Impact. Whew. Yep. Now he's one. I'm always like, you got to be in the guy's corner because he was with WWE and that, in their training system for years and years and years and years and years, and then finally got the call up. I mean, he was probably like he'd seen like everybody go through.
It was
So
like LA Knight. Like LA Knight's indie career, he was over as all get out.
mhm,
And then they just
mhm.
made him a manager and sat his ass down and took him forever. And
that
now he's
Ma-
just taking it all.
that Max and Models thing was awful. It's absolutely was awful. I think that most people, if they'd seen him before in his other persona,
Would be
will
disgusted.
yeah, will just be, oh my god. Like even Marsha and I were disgusted. Like, what the are you kidding me? Are you insulting our intelligence? Because no, this isn't right. So um I think with LA Knight now, it's like people want that because people want to be interactive in a show, right? That's why I think that we have all these like
Mhm.
damn trolls on, social media, because everyone wants a piece of it and whatnot. And if they can't get it through a crowd reaction or audience participation, they're going to get the next way. Like, let's piss people off or,
Yeah.
not. So, but that's just my opinion. That's just take it for what it is. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
another good one is Ken Anderson, Mr. Anderson.
yep, mm-hmm,
Like he still works the indies out in the Midwest and Wisconsin. He's a fan favorite.
mm-hmm,
Um, like he's been in the ring with some of the best. He's been in with
yeah,
Marty Skrull, Joe Hendry, Drew
mm-hmm,
Galloway after he got kicked
yeah,
out,
absolutely,
Colt Cabana, Tim
mm-hmm,
Storm. I mean, we
yeah,
can go on. This dude was indie-rific over,
oh yeah,
and they
oh yeah.
released him over chewing gum, walking to the ring. That was it.
It's like so funny because you know how many of those guys chew gum when they wrestle?
Mm-hmm.
At least 90% of them.
And it's God, man.
Yeah, yeah. One thing right now that speaking of really indie people, Sammy Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people don't like him.
Yes,
I like Sammy. I've said it before. Um, but it's very interesting that
love
he's
this
only
thing.
taking select dates. But I know that he's been kind of wanting to do other things backstage and
Well,
stuff.
he has Revolver.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that doesn't shock me because of Revolver. But I'm thinking that with him, he wants more of that on a bigger scale, which I don't
Yeah,
blame him. Uh, if anybody's barking on his door, it's Tony Khan. It's
yeah,
not.
because he tried the WWE and that Solomon Crow gimmick
Yeah,
was
and
so
he was the
fucking
one who walked
stupid.
away. He walked away
Yeah,
from it, and so I really think that if he becomes part of Team Tony, it's like I would like to see. I almost expect a lot from him because he's that good, you know.
I you know I have lots of feelings. I am a big Sammy Callahan fan. When he says he's the draw, he's damn right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he should go to AEW. I think he needs to stick with Impact, run his line, and start being a producer backstage because he's got the chops. He's proven it.
Well,
Because if you've never seen a Wrestling Revolver show, you are missing out.
I've been. It was
It's
incredible. I want to go again. It's been a long time. I've actually no, I'm a liar. I've been to like 3. I've been to one that was at WrestleCon. No, 2
mhm.
that were at WrestleCon. And then I went to Iowa. It's on in Iowa.
Yep.
Iowa. Yeah. Shout out to my Iowa people. They know who they are.
Woo.
Um, but yeah, no, like I've always like said if I can go to another revolver, absolutely I'd do it. And I mean, I was going in the heydays of okay, Swerve, Rich Swan, Sue every once in a blue moon when he'd get her on there,
Hmm.
That's where I first saw Keith Lee was there
Yep.
with them. AR Fox was a big part of it too. And yeah, quite a lot of people, had that, were a part of that whole thing. And I think that people don't realize that. They don't realize that what Revolver had. I mean, right there, they had so much. And it was like, obviously he had, bad people. I'm not going there with who, but the other people were all pretty damn good people, So and they were a great show. I mean, hell, there was a match that they had John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny insert your name. This is the show. He was not Johnny insert your name. He was fucking Boone the Bounty Hunter. And it was great. Yes. That, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's some fun stuff. If you don't like comedy wrestling, I'm really sorry. But to have him do, and I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have said this before in episode 1. I really liked that movie. Okay, shoot me, whatever at me. I don't care. I really did. I've watched it several times because it's so campy and whatnot, and to also know that he produced that himself and did all of that stuff is amazing. And I think that again, another person with a very creative brain, and I think that with doing that whole Boone thing, that was great because wasn't it like Trevor Lee that he was chasing around?
Yes.
See, that's magical. And I think if I'm not mistaken,
it was ridiculous.
Did he do like a 630 off of a what looked like a bank truck or some kind of SWAT truck thing? Because I remember there was lights and sirens. Yeah, that's some badass shit. So whoever's booking it, obviously Sammy, that's some great shit right there. I'm sorry that I don't think that John had ever wrestled anywhere else as Boone, the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty damn cool.
It's like the thing with Sammy is when he books safe. Like if you can't do the move, he's going to go, that's not happening. Because, he likes to take care of these people because some of them are his friends. Yeah,
a lot of them. He's very well respected around,
Yeah.
That's what I think sometimes with the IWC is that they don't understand or know that, a lot of them have each other's back. A lot of them will throw someone under a bus, and whatnot. And the ones who are truly friends are like, that's what it is. Like Sammy's kids, the Rascals, you gotta look at them, the Dayton kids, like his kids, I mean, look where they're at now. It's incredible, and then when you look at who's another one that's obviously, Jake Chris, not the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like pretty loyal to that. Like he didn't, also in the whole Me Too thing, he did not involve himself, which is the best move that you can do is don't involve yourself with that.
Yeah.
I mean, yep. So that's where I'm kind of like with him, but it'll be interesting to see where he goes. And what he does
definitely, wish Sammy the best. He's a hell of a guy, and I want to see him do more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, the dude can work the mic. WWE, no shit, watches his gimmicks. And you know this because you look at the hacker gimmick, and then WWE had a hacker gimmick. Like, it's line for line. His gimmicks, they do a shittier version.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I think that I don't know. I think the awful part is that Tony Khan's gonna let me grab everybody up, and it's like you can't do that. You have 3 programs right now. Every one should have different people on it because your roster's way too big.
And
that's just my opinion.
That's the thing. He's making the WCW mistake, and there's going to be a lot of indie guys they're going to pull.
Yep.
That are going to think they make the big time, but their big time is a 15-minute match and sit in catering.
Mm-hmm. Lee Moriarty is one.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Garcia is another one.
Keith
And
Lee is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Keith Lee is amazing. Why are you not fucking using him?
I don't understand. I just don't understand that. Because now that it's the season of meat,
Mm-hmm.
you would think that's some meaty shit right there.
That would be the guy.
What's going on? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm finally glad they're putting Miro in a decent program.
Mm-hmm. I love that his wife's back.
Yep. And I have a feeling she's going to manage Hobbs.
Dude, I would love that. She's so good.
I think so, because it was the comment she made to him. You can't be, mad at the clients I might have. And
Yeah.
I thought, beautiful. So, let's see.
Speaking of which, NWA just crowned a new champion.
They did.
That is some interesting news right there. Do you know who that is?
No.
EC3.
Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
He shocked the world, but he's a man they can trust, who's no bullshit, who has experience. That's a dude that can carry your program.
Yeah. It's interesting to me because a lot of people with the whole control your whole narrative stuff, like for me, I just was like, okay, what,
I really like the fact that, because that's a great piece of advice. Control your narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's lost on some of the indie people because they don't. If you want a gimmick that you can do, you need to throw some eyes out there. You need to throw some opinions. You can't just roll over.
Yeah.
The greats always did, no matter whether it was The Rock, Stone Cold, Adam Cole, and they all have input and they all put their stuff together.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I also feel too, like with on this, subject, there are also a lot of people who, they tend to, in the indies, it's like you're kind of playing, it's like a game that a lot of them are playing. It's like, okay, it's about who what they know about what they know. So that's where I'm just like, some people, it's just like, man, you're lost. And
yeah,
I think that Tony, instead of being, let me gobble up everything, let's be selective, and really think about it.
Yeah.
Like, who do we really, really want? Stuff like that.
And that's really the thing, is they should be going after the people that can make, not, and I keep going back to it. WCW's biggest problem was they filled their roster with so many people that it started to bleed. With the NWO, they did not need 25 fucking guys in 3 separate factions. They could have left it at where it was, hired less, and had a cheaper program, which would have kept them in the green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People don't understand the economics of that, and it's very, very, it's very powerful. And, like I always, like my rule of thumb, and I'll be curious to see with Seattle.
Yep.
I also don't want to get my hopes up too much this weekend, but I want to see like that crowd, because Moxley, because they have all these rules in the Pacific Northwest about things like blood and death match. So it'd be very interesting to see if Mox is going to bleed or not.
Well, he's going to have to play it straight, or he's not going to be able to come back, because if I'm not mistaken, the Midwest works kind of in tandem with the Athletics Commission.
Yeah. Well, with Seattle,
that plays a role.
Really stiff. Seattle, it's pretty major. So so hopefully, but again, like I said, yeah. I mean, the only other
Nope.
things I'm looking forward to is it's going to be my first collision, and I get to yell at Ocean Spray. Now, okay, I really want to make a sign. I have no time for this. Is I wanted to make a sign that said, well, first of all, I had to change the language, but I wanted to say fuck you and then the Ocean Spray logo. You know, everyone will know who he'll know whose sign that is. But no, I just don't have the time, nor do I have. I'm not renting a car, so can't do that. So, but I wanted to so bad, especially because my seat at Wrestle Dream is a good opportunity for that to be seen.
Oh,
But
I'm
also,
actually. Sorry,
also,
I was. Go ahead, keep going.
oh yeah, no. But also, I'm really not going to be around that match a long time. That's the piss break match for me.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I love Kota Ibushi. Don't get me wrong. I love Kota Ibushi. Love the Golden Lovers. But I just, I can't. I can't.
It's
And then
feelings.
Sammy
Lots of
Guevara.
feelings.
Yeah, those are two people I can't stand. Probably the number 1 and number 2 wrestlers I can't stand on the same team. Oh my god! If any of you really know me, you're like, oh shit, she probably wants her money back. I take a little portion of it back.
Yeah.
I'm like nope. And let's be real, I'm really only there for ZSJ and Danielson. Not to lie, that's really why. And then when Ricky's on the poster and then doesn't have a match, now he's Yuta Wheeler.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a very, very good match. So
Yuta is like
sleeper.
that's untapped potential, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that with BCC, I think that he's probably earned a lot of respect, as obviously Danielson, the things that he had said in the media scrum. And I think that also, he knows that potential that he had, and he got fucked over by
and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. So that's where I'm like, if anyone is going to make him a star, it's going to be him. Absolutely.
Yeah, and he knows that. Like you can tell he's.
Yeah.
It's much like in the same way that Sami Zayn got over. He took a B-roll back character and turned it into what everybody was into.
Yeah.
That's a guy who harnessed his career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that are on the cusp or have a lot of potential. It's just there's too many damn people and too many priorities to push.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm like, yeah. But
and that's going to be one of those things. It's going to affect a lot of people on the indie scene because they're going to end up in the back.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think we've said enough about AEW. I will say this: I am going to the 2. I also am going to Dynamite in Stockton, California on the Wednesday. So a lot of AEW in my future. Just so you know, if you're like, hey, where are you at? Okay, let me give you a rundown. Collision. I'm in the 4th row on, if you're facing the stage, the ramp that's on the left-hand side. I'm actually 2 seats away from the ramp, but I already am going to tell my friend John, who's there with his daughter, like, John, can you just trade with me? Because I want to Ocean Spray and I want to, cheer on Mr. Absolute. So he'll let me. Then for the show, Wrestle Dream, I actually have a front row. However, it's like in that kind of extension. So basically, I would be 3 rows like back from the hard cam. So you'll totally see me, and I'll be changing shirts. So watch out for the shirt changes. um, but I'll be
Got
doing
so many jokes about that, but
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I did it all in too. So, but yeah, no, that it's going to be a fun one. And then um Dynamite, I want to say fourth or fifth row hard cam, but I'm on the outside aisle, the aisle that usually everybody goes over, like um Moxley and all of them, they go over that one aisle, like in
yeah, the
when
one burial.
yeah, the one barrier. Yeah, I'm right there. So that's where you can see me.
Uh,
And I would say, sorry, I wish I had better seats in Oakland, but Willis tried. I tried. I actually had front row in my basket, but it was gone 2 seconds later because it was being so slow. I hate ticket bitch, but that's just
yeah,
me. You know. So
well,
gosh.
but
So what else
we
is
took.
there going on?
Well, let's see here. Becky Lynch made a point recently in an interview. It's the same point she made in 2022
Hmm.
in regards to women's wrestling.
Yeah.
That it's something that people crave, which I agree,
Hmm.
but they're not given the time or the capability in some respects, and they're not pushing the younger talent, which I think to a degree that's true.
Hmm.
Uh, like there are people that they should be pushing, like an Alba Fire,
Yeah.
people like that who are great performers, uh, who should be given the rub. And then there's people. I love Natty. I love Natalia.
Yeah.
She is absolutely the locker room leader, one of the best ever. Uh, but I think that the open challenge, should have went to somebody, especially with all the fresh ladies who are coming over from the
Hmm.
UK scene. Like UK women just wrestle on a whole different level, and they have all this amazing talent from the indies,
Hmm.
and they're just not pushing them, and they should.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. But it's also hard. I don't know why. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't know why it's so hard because Impact does a phenomenal job,
Yep.
right? And AEW, no, I don't even know what the hell that is.
NWA does a great job too.
Yeah, they did too as well. Um, and I just don't understand why. Just some of that, just they WWE can't do that for the women. I don't get it.
Yeah, because
It's,
they
um,
got the money to take some of these people, especially some of the women, because right now their roster is really thin, and a lot
mhm,
of the indies are very full.
absolutely. Hmm.
Um, which I can give you a rundown. Here's some people like Nicole Matthews
Hmm.
defeated Hyan. You have Ava Everett, who defeated Devlin McCobb to retain her title for WXW. You have Ava Everett, who
Hmm.
retained versus Nicole Matthews. You have on the West Coast, you have Takuni Iroha. I think I
Hmm.
said that right.
Hmm.
Retained against Sandra Moore. Masha is all over the damn place.
Okay, I want to say this about Masha. All right,
Hmm.
if turn the camera on for this one. So if okay, this is for all of you people that are like, oh my god, Will Ospreay's the goat, man. La la la. Uh, who ranked higher, him or Masha Slamovich? Think about it.
I'd say the two women that they should like, and everybody slept on, and they're still
Mhm.
sleeping on them, but not Impact,
Yeah.
is Masha
Hmm.
and Lady Frost.
Yeah.
Because my God, those women can work.
Hmm.
And that like Masha is going to be taking on Alexia Nicole at Destiny.
Hmm.
Uh, we got Rachel Armstrong is going to be going to Warrior Wrestling to take on
Hmm.
Kate, which is going to be amazing. Uh, let's see here. Killer Kelly is defending the. Oh no, wait. She is challenging for the Enjoy Championship. Leah James is going back to Eve, and Eve is still rocking hard.
Mhm.
Sledgia Sparks is going to team with Karu to take on Miley and Puff at Greektown. Uh, Rachel Rose is going to take on GPA in Texas.
Mhm.
I could go on and on and on about so many talented women, and this isn't even hitting the Impact, the OVWs, or any of that.
Yeah.
It's just frustratingly amazing, and at the same time, you know, maybe we'll see a resurgence, but these companies got to get on it. Like,
Um,
there are so many amazing women out there.
yeah.
Uh, hell, Allison Kay,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, Allison Kay, sometimes there's something with her that is
mm,
just I don't get. So which
well, what about Leva Bates?
yeah, yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot out there. But it's just nobody uses them correctly,
No,
and it's kind of shitty. So
it's like Zelina Vega. She's ring trained, shoot trained by her husband. Um, and they're starting to dip that toe in, but she is so fucking popular.
yeah,
Like, they didn't expect that when she went into the ring, in Puerto Rico, that she got over not just there, but everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
And she's not really indie trained, but she's there. Becky Lynch, indie trained in Ireland. One of her primary trainers,
Hmm.
Prince Devitt. He's the
Yeah,
one that corrected a lot of her training.
yeah,
Uh, like, good lord, I can't even. I got a lot of feelings,
yeah.
because like you got the GCW in Tokyo
Hmm.
and Sapporo, which is going to have Unagi Siaka. It's going to
Hmm.
have whew, Rina Yamashita. That there's a lot going on. Mike
Yeah,
Santana replaced Eddie Kingston in Warrior Wrestling.
yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I did. I did.
I think
I
that was a
did.
great choice.
Yeah. There's very interesting things um that are coming about. So
Mm,
it's kind of nice to see that.
yeah,
Hmm.
you got Sonny Kiss is going against Cole Radrick.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Maybe already happened. 9/23. It's already happened.
Oh, this last weekend.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I got like this huge list.
Oh my gosh, there's just so much that's going on right now that it's pretty damn awesome. I think that
Yeah.
the indies will still be the indies, but I just don't like this super indie kind of shit. Because I'm a little over it right now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's yeah, but that's just me. That's just me.
That's fair.
So, but yeah, I'm just a little yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. So that's where yeah. But
Alex
yeah.
Shelley has been taken off the Prestige event. Was taken off on the Prestige event.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Vikingo versus Swerve and Defy.
Mm-hmm.
That was a thing at AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see here. I'm just going through. Like I said, Matt Cardona and Steph Delander is going to go against
I
PME.
love them. Okay. I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie. I love okay. I love them. And I'll tell you why. Okay.
All
Steph
right.
Delander, fucking hilarious. Those like the vlogs that he does, it's like there's something like he's so geeky, and she's just like, no, this is not my shit.
It's
And
adorable.
great. They have a great little chemistry together, which I kind of dig.
Yeah, and Cardona is very much so like him going to the Indies was the best choice he ever made.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
his Minoru Suzuki is doing Hog, House of Glory.
Yep. Hmm.
You have Joey Janela versus Kasai has been
Hmm.
officially signed for GCW.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Like I'm just like I said, there's a huge fucking list of all these amazing events and all this amazing talent.
Hmm.
Uh, have you ever seen Mikey Montgomery wrestle?
The name sounds really familiar. I
Uh,
don't feel like
he does a lot of Midwest.
okay.
Dude looks like he crawled out of a trailer park, but my God, can that kid work?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, a lot of I will say this: a lot of the people who are on the indies, they look like trailer people. I mean, bless them all, but yeah, I'm like, wow, this is
Bless them all for trying.
bless them all for trying, and I mean, that just makes me smile a little. I love
Yeah.
it. Now, what's your character? White trash. Oh, okay, cool, okay. Nothing wrong with
There
that.
used to be this YouTube channel called Trash Bag Wrestlers
Hmm.
that was so like some of these people who did the shittiest version of gimmicks they stole from somebody else.
Hmm.
Uh, and it was mostly indie stuff where it was like, the guy tries to dress like Matt Hardy but ends up looking like a dollar store version.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, it's like, hello. Yeah, that does not make a whole lot of sense to me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You all right there?
No, yeah, no. I just saw something that I'm like, oh, that came across my desk here.
Oh,
Um,
hold on. I got something from our producer.
oh,
Um, and he proposes a hypothetical.
okay.
What if Edge comes to AEW, teams with Christian, wins the tag titles one more time, they lose them to Sting and Darby. In the match, Sting injures Christian, Edge challenges Sting in a career versus career match and wins. Darby challenges Edge in a career versus career match and also wins. Both Sting and Edge get to finish their career with one more nice run, and Darby gets the ultimate rub at the end of it all. Edge and Sting never faced before, and one more tag on with Christian could be all Edge needs.
Here's my thing that's wrong with that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry, but Darby has had more than enough rub. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. I mean, yeah. Now, the only real thing that I really kind of see is see the only reason why he would go there is because if he's going to walk away and hang him up, he's going to do it with his partner in crime right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I'm kind of banking on. But Darby doesn't need any more rub. You named him a fucking pillar. Okay. There are a lot of other people who need rub, like badly.
That's fair.
So,
Like,
I mean, yeah, like look at Wardlow. He vanished. I love him. He vanished. And that talk about someone who needs some rub. I mean, you had him up there and then boom. You gave him the Ricky Starks, is what I like to call it. Powerhouse Hobbs,
like
Miro. These are guys, you're in the season of meat. I'm going to say this. It's the season of meat. You got to use the beef you got. That's all.
Here's where I am with this. And I would say there's a little bit of a change out I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're coming up on Halloween, right? This should be that time where Darby Allin and Danhausen
Mhm.
and the House of Black need
Mhm.
to be heavily involved in a program. So, with this booking, I would see Edge comes to AEW, gets jumped by the House of Black, in which Christian comes in. You have them feud with the House of Black for a little bit. That shit goes nuts. They're going to need a fourth. They're going to need two more people. They get Sting. Sting brings Darby. You do a that the 2 ring match. You put them the War Games ish style match,
Mhm.
and they can put on a hell of a performance inside a cage. And when they get it said and done,
Mhm.
they're old, they're tired, they get their curtain call and have them do a curtain call back to that old shit, and just have them walk away. Just right off into the sunset, and you can have Sting give Darby a hug and go, "Good luck, brother. I gave you all the tools you needed."
Yeah.
And that same side, because Darby does a lot of tag stuff, you know, he gets Danhausen, who can work. He can work really, really well. Sure, he's a little cheesy, but they have that chemistry when they're in the ring, and I've seen this in the indies,
Mhm.
that those two could barn burner the shit out of the tag division, and
Mhm.
it would allow those old guys to step away, maybe to be producers. Like, that would be a
Mhm.
great place for them, but pull the off screen, pull these people out, grow your current brand people.
Mhm.
So, while I think this is a great thing from our producer,
Yeah.
I think they need a curtain call rather than a career versus career, because career versus career harkens back to Ric Flair. Ric Flair's retired 17 times. And
Yeah.
if AEW's primary fan base are smart marks, they're going to correlate that. And you want to kind of separate it and give them the cool way out. But he's
Yeah.
not going to AEW anytime soon.
No. I don't know. I'm like, everyone's got to stop making, I think, playing like armchair booker. I mean, I do it too, but I mean, but
We,
things like that, it's like, okay, the guy came back, all right,
mhm.
had a great career, and just because now that he's um away, and it doesn't mean that, okay, well, he's gonna go to AEW because, oh my god, like, this person's there, that person's there, it's this opportunity, it's gonna be a payday. Oh yeah, Willis says he's back. What up, Willis?
Willis!
Willis. Drinking sparkling ice kiwi strawberry. Cheers. Hmm.
Cheers, my man.
Oh yeah, Willis. I had mentioned your name earlier,
Mm-hmm.
so I need you to answer a question for me. If Will Ospreay is the GOAT, how come Masha Slamovich rank? Why does she rank higher than him in PWI 500? Riddle me that, Batman. He ain't no fucking GOAT. Oh shit, spray. Anyways, yeah. Because I'm right. I'm right. Yeah.
Well, and
Mhm.
I think there's something to be said about that. Because in terms of just wrestling, like that MK Ultra team she had going on at Impact,
Oh yeah,
fucking amazing.
that was great.
If
I
you've
like
ever
that. I
seen
enjoyed
Masha, like when they did the women's NWA pay per view,
that. Hmm.
right? Masha and Lady Frost were like the highlight reels of the night,
Oh yeah.
and they got a lot of eyes, and they're both still going,
Hmm.
but they're better. They're just better.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I think that what is it? I think that at the end of the day, um, I mean, Masha, I think, really kind of got. I think she kind of gets the short end of the stick at
That's fair.
Impact. And I really wish she didn't because she's so talented and everything. And,
Well,
that's what it is.
I don't think she gets the short end. I think they know she was only going to be there but for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And they took that time period and went, all right, well, let's help you put over, this one lady because her tag partner, not very well known on the main scene. So there's something to be said about that. She
Mm-hmm.
gave the rub and she didn't have to, but she did.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of that. And that's always been my trick is, you know, it's not how well you do in a ring. It's how well you can take the bump, you can take the loss and the win. Like
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Havoc is a veteran. And I mean with capital V, veteran. Whether she's taking the loss or taking the win, you believe it and she works hard.
Yeah.
I have to step away real quick. I will be right back.
All right. So you guys get to have me. Oh, that was a great show. What was a great show? That could be anything. Well, it could have been um Val of Amanda. It could be anything. But what actually is going to be a great show is I think that this weekend is going to be an interesting test of AEW because I personally think that the only pay-per-view really for me that has been amazing this year, no offense, All In, that card was kind of fucking weak. No offense, All Out. No, you can't do two in a row like that. I will say Revolution. And not because it was in San Francisco, not because Ricky Starks was on there and won. It's from match to match, it was constructed well. There could have been a couple of things that would have changed, but other than that, it's not like the majority of the card. I get that feeling a lot with it. But this one with the 10 matches that are there, for me, obviously, there's only one like real piss break, and that's obvious because I don't. Again, I always say this. I don't want my money going to him. And then, of course, the famous quote, well, you bought your ticket, so it is. And I'm like, can we just divvy it up to someone else? But, it's what it is. So, yeah. So, hopefully Digi comes back soon because I have to actually pack for this trip because I did not. And I will tell you, I'm in a little pickle because I don't know what shirts to take. All right. It's like Posh Spice and Spice Worlds. Do I take the little Gucci dress? The little Gucci dress or the little Gucci dress? I don't know. So that's where I'm stuck. I'm like, do I wear Ricky the whole time? I know I will for Collision. Definitely. I just don't know which one. I mean, I did tell myself that don't wear the AEW ones, right? Wear the ones the indie ones because be that fucking snob, right? So I think I am. I don't know if I want to wear either the Stark Slime one that's baby blue or if I'm gonna go with the or if I'm gonna go with the Stroke Daddy one that I love with the telephone, the one I doctored up. It was really nice. But anyways, or do I go with the NWA shirt, the crocodile leather is my pleasure shirt, or I have one that he gave me a long time ago, which is kind of like his head. It's like a skull. It's really kind of cool. The only way you know it's a Ricky Starks shirt is because it has Starks on the side and his crazy little thing, and I did bling it, so maybe. Or there's the one I have not done anything with yet that I got because he reissued his first shirt ever. He found a box of them. Is Absolute Stark's one that looks like an Absolute vodka bottle. It's white, so I don't know. Decisions. But if I do take that one, I have to do what I got to do to it tonight. And I don't know if I'm in the mood. Wear what's best for me. Well, Willis, I have so many choices, man. I have so many choices. Like, I want to wear a Zack Sabre Jr. shirt, but then it's like, I'll change out of my Ricky shirt because you well know that Zack Sabre Jr. is the main event of that. And if it's not, I don't know what the hell you're doing, Tony Khan. You need to fucking rethink where you buy your snow at. Okay? I'm just saying. But that one's another one where it's like, do I wear one of my suplex ones, like the whole, like the one that's a Sabre Jr., really nice and bold, and it's got the little writing. I can't I can't right now. My brain hurts. I can't recite to you what that little thing was, but I think you all know what I mean. Like, it's the one, the path to happiness leads to da da da. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. But I got that. Or I've got my TMDK one with the big ZSJ on the back. So I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard when you have a lot of people that you support and you love and you want to wear everything. God damn. I swear to God, Colt Cabana was on there too. God, shirts. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But yeah, I think I might film some things for a special episode. And I think that El Capitan might be a little mad. Oh, New Japan is coming back to San Jose in January. Is there a date, Mr. Willis? Because Jericho Cruise is around that time in January. And I would really hope that Ocean Spray is not on that boat again. I mean, he was there once and stalked me the whole damn boat. Oh, like, Jesus. I can't even be nice because, like, when I saw him, he made eye contact with me, and I'm like, okay, let's be nice and say hello. And then here was what happened. He comes right by me. I'm like, well, hey, Ocean Spray. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, that's as nice as I can get.
Hey, boss. We're doing next Thursday, right? Yeah. Is that a yes? Is that a yes, boss? I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at me. Yes, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought you were asking
you are my
March.
boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because then I can show you.
I did some wheeling and dealing.
Mm-hmm.
This is worth it. We will have a super special. All right.
Oh.
We're gonna have Artemis.
What? What's up?
Artemis.
Drinky.
Yes. We're going to have him with us. As a matter of fact, I think his opinion is somebody who is trained on the indies with some very high-end people. I think he'd be a great opinion. He's right there.
How's it going? Like, when you say trained by like high-end people, like, give me an example of one person. Do I have to go through?
All right, Artemis, time to spread your wings and say hi.
But yeah, no. I mean,
I'm gonna make him put himself over.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself over. Yeah, you'll get me eventually.
Yeah,
and it could be a bad thing.
I'm a fan. I got so many stories because he used to wrestle in the Midwest, like he was kind of doing his training there. With a friend of the show, Ray Gamma, or better known as Thesaurus. And he's got some hilarious stories. Yellow Moto. That a name you're familiar with?
That sounds familiar. But then again, Asian here. And I think that everything sounds like I don't know. Like they're on like either the New Japan, the Noah, or
Well, he was recently featured by a. Oh, that's not the name I was saying hi. Oh, this
well,
dude's great.
all right, have a
Um,
drink. It's stuff
yeah,
like this why we don't have an episode 2. And
yeah,
I was thinking, you know what? I think we might be onto something, but thanks for fucking that up. Cheers to you, man. Cheers to you.
yeah. Uh, but I got stories on this guy, and he's got it. He was featured in a YouTube channel at his school because they were doing this whole thing, and what was it? It was like a legend that was putting him over. Don't die on me. I don't want to host the show without you.
Oh, I'm not dying. I'm just like maybe having a slow death. I don't know.
Not how very Sylvia Plath of you.
Oh, I know, right? Seriously.
Highbrow humor. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely.
Welcome, Tom
Ooh.
Latimer, Camille Brickhouse, Magic Joe Dumas, AJ Gallant. You know those names.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
Tom Latimer has said on the YouTube, this guy's got it. We don't know what it is yet, but he's got it. And I agree.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's a good good stamp of approval to have, I think.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I'll have to check your stuff out before. So I think I have some downtime in between my Pacific Northwest adventure and then my adventure to Central California.
And
yeah.
we can learn like
what like that, but yeah. But the Stockton Arena I hear was very nice. I've never been. It is, and it's fun. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are not Will Ospreay fans here. It's not happening.
I don't like Ocean Spray. I don't. At this Thursday Night Chaser is probably, I will say, this is the no, we don't like Ocean Spray portion.
Go ahead, get it out.
Oh, Willis, January 13th. Now here's the problem I had, Willis. I have a feeling that he's gonna be on that show, Ocean Spray. I can't deal with that. I just can't. Right? I'm suffering for 2 days right now with that. Okay. That's 1 day too many. 1 day too many. I feel like I'm gonna die. So if I die in Seattle, it's because I was hurling because like seeing Ocean Spray too much. Yeah.
Get
and
it
then
out.
The other thing too is like one of my friends who I'm going to collision with, my friend Andy, and if you're listening, Andy, shout out to you. But I'm going to throw you under a bus right now. He thinks that Ocean Spray is attractive.
No, it's that Ricky Stark's ass. Peaches,
yeah, I know,
baby, peaches.
I know peaches, yes, but no. When my friend told me that, I'm like, you have like that's disgusting. Yuck. Yeah, and it's not because I don't like him. Let's just go there. I mean, it's just yuck. Ugh. Yeah. And I'm gonna tease him. So like when he comes out, I'm like, there's your boyfriend. There's your boyfriend.
There's your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
What it would be. So,
yeah, I definitely want to do this. It's sort of a watch along thing, but I definitely want to do this because I think that but we're gonna get to see from the Amanda Jane perspective wrestling, and we're gonna have somebody who's recently trained by one of the greats. Our two silly opinions as longtime watchers and friends of the friends, people who know a little bit of the business, and that's gonna be great.
Yeah. I think
You don't see this on the shows on the Monday show.
no, no, I don't even know. I'm like, I like Monday is like oblivious to me. I'm like, oh, I'm
I'm
recovering
gonna make
from wrestling.
I'm gonna make us a title belt, the useless aggression title.
Oh, we're gonna need useless aggression.
Yeah, useless aggression title. I think that your moment of zen has made a title.
My moment is then make a child. That is amazing. That is amazing. I actually was thinking that the belt should be a peach, but that's just me.
That that could be the
That's just me
side
because that's
gimmicks.
the topic. And
Yeah, we could do it as the side gimmicks.
yeah, that could be the side places, peaches. Mhm.
Yeah, that'll be our title belt gimmicks.
Yeah, that's aggression right there. I think what was I gonna say? But yeah, no, Artemis, I'm looking forward to seeing. Um, I don't want to toot my
Yep,
own
get your
horn, but
billet, baby.
toot. No, like I don't know because of all the indie wrestling that I've seen, and kind of like a lot of like conversations with like Colt Cabana, and then listening to his podcast over the years. I don't know, but I've got this eye that I can say yes or no what they need to work on if it's a maybe and things like that. And I can't tell you how many right now that are currently or not currently um working in one of the majors. So I'm very interested to see.
Yeah, I'm looking. I know it's somewhere because I've seen the clips. I know the guy. He's a friend of the show.
Okay, awesome.
Uh, he has by way of and he knows his shit. Uh, I'm a small aside story to tell you how over this guy is and how much fun he is. One of our friends, Julius Cairo, he's
Mhm.
basically a manager. He's a big fucking dude, like 6'7", built like a brick shit house. Like you'd imagine a mafia boss from like Uganda.
Mhm.
That's him. That's his gimmick. And
Mhm.
if I'm telling it right, they were doing a whole thing, and he was outside the ring. Cairo was, and at the time, Tyler Gray or Artemis went over the top rope. Julius caught him, and at an impromptu moment, he went on a whole fit of "Put me down, damn it!" Like it was never meant, but it was an impromptu spot
Awesome.
where he took a moment. Uh, he learned the hard way how to take a table bump.
Hmm.
I know that. Uh, but he's got stories. He can tell all about that. He can give us a reel. But he's a good dude. I guarantee you will like him a lot. I'm sure the fans out there, will love him a lot. So, I was productive.
I'm never productive. You can tell when I go to work, I am not productive. Well, I have reasons why, but no, seriously, like, yeah, I think we have.
That's why you have a co-host.
Yeah, it's weird that Well, thank goodness you don't have a fart gun. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, no. We're highbrow. We're the chaser
Yeah,
for a reason.
we're
That
high.
Monday leaves a bad taste in your mouth. We're here to soften the blow.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, like, I was looking at because it came across my X feed that some NXT things, and there's some ones that I'm like pretty curious about. Like one in particular is that um Carmelo and Dragunov match.
Yep.
I love Ilya. Yeah.
It was all right. It was a wrestling match, but
Oh, it already happened. Oops.
uh,
No, Artemis.
oh no, wait, no, that's coming up Saturday.
Oh, okay, Artemis. I'm ghetto. Okay, I'm from like Oakland, California. Okay, so that's about as highbrow as we get.
Yeah, we just don't like fart guns.
Well, no, I mean, you're sitting there and all of a sudden you hear And it's like, ugh.
It ruins the flow. It really does.
No, it doesn't ruin the flow. It's just like I expect it. Like I know, like, oh my God, this is gonna be one of the I hear the fart guns coming. I hear the fart guns coming. Yep, there it is.
Bay Area, baby, he says.
Yep. The 510. And I just want to complain about this, by the way. So the AEW show for Oakland went on sale today. I was a little upset because I had front row in my cart. Went to try to buy it, and it timed out. And it's like, oh, these tickets are gone. I'm like, fuck you, ticket bitch. Yep, 510. Willis knows. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll get mine. Yeah. I don't have I have a full gear ticket, but I don't have the show the night before. So I gotta get working on that. We do. I know we do, Willis, but I wanted to represent in the front row because that's our home. Okay. I did not think he was gonna go to Oakland anytime soon. Okay. I'm just saying.
Do you have it? Like, what if I'm gonna have to get you some of my branded gear, baby? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I got a brand.
There you go. See, there you go. I was thinking, like, I don't know. I know, Amanda. Yes, I know you know.
I had a thought.
Let's ask the people here. Okay. Like, people have asked me, why don't you have a shirt? Me. And I said, that's a good question. Because I never thought about it. And two, who the fuck is going to buy one of those?
You know
what I mean? So, yeah, like, like, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Even if it's just, a couple of people, it's still a couple of people.
Yeah, true.
I'm on a t-shirt and I have people who wear it and represent. And I'm like, why? I'm nobody important. But at the same time, you see, Chris, Willis is more than down to wear, a branded gimmick. The Chaser gimmick. And we could have like Chaser with the peaches.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to producer dude.
A peach colored shirt would be appropriate.
Okay.
But then again, everyone loves black, but you know what? Honestly, that's not my vibe. It's got to be like a pinkish shirt. And
and there's something to be said because here we are in just this very short amount of time. We're coming up with merch. We're crowdsourcing what we should have, and if there's any want for it, this is what indie guys need to do.
Yeah,
absolutely. Make your merch. Bring a fucking table if you have to. At the end of a show, people will buy it if they like what you do.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I will say this is like when you are doing your own like merch. Two things I will tell indie wrestlers. You need to, when you go to shows, you need to make sure you bring 3X, 4X, and 5X because those guys will want your shit and then they can't buy it because they're not an extra large, or medium. God forbid a small.
Yeah.
So
you got to have move room.
Yeah, you want to cater to that crowd. And then I also think that if you have your stuff on something quality, I'm not talking like the pro wrestling tees stiff shirts, you know what I'm talking about? No, I'm talking about soft ones is the way to go. Because let me tell you, I will snap one of those up in a heartbeat. And then also too, use kind of the thought process that Brian Keith, the bounty hunter, uses. And he actually told me that he has limited runs of each of his shirts. He only does 50 at a time, and everyone is different because it's like an art. It's like art. And I fucking loved that when he told me that. I'm like, dude, makes me fucking my new favorite, like even more so, man, because that's cool. And I actually did get a really cool shirt from him. I'll wear it next week. Hell, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, everyone's. Oh, I'm your bestie.
Yeah.
Whoa, you know what that was for. But yes, I'd like to know everybody. No, I would love it if one of my haters bought it. And they're like, "Nah." I'm like, well, why buy it?
Will Osprey's gonna run down with your shirt. That'd be so
Oh,
good.
hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. I'm like, mm-mm, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Never. So do we have anything else? Because I gotta pack. And my flight's at 6 a.m. So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, boss, if you want to go take it from there, I can do a little bit one man, and we're totally fine. I don't mind.
Or
We're good.
yeah.
I got you covered. You got a show. You're gonna be doing live stuff for us. Yes.
Oh, there is producer
WrestlingOnTheRocks.com.
lady pimping our website. We have some cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the hoodies. The useless aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
That's so cool.
I do need my sponsored, not sponsored one. I do need to get that. And I need to get.
I'll be a hater if you need it. I like being the bad guy. Artemis is going to heal on us. It's going to be good now.
Oh, no. No. Yes. And I will say this. I really hope in person I can see the Prince Nana dance. Okay. Kind of looking forward to possibly seeing that. I did not like that Swerve fucking said, nope, don't do it. But also, I'm really hoping that because it's his home, that's really Swerve's house in Seattle. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Defy. But I would love it if he came out with did his little dance and came out with the Shaka Khan. I will flip and lose my shit. Because that was like one of my favorite entrances because he was just so fucking smooth. And it just was like, it just worked for him. Yeah.
I think my favorite entrance of all time was Daphne coming out as a manager with sparklers. Just because it was so good. Just because that's just how she was. Very creative lady.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. My favorite entrances are all going to be hands down. Like there's nothing more than seeing a Marty Scurll entrance live.
Yes.
And I'm talking with the production value behind it. Like when I went and saw him, it was like, oh, this is almost like PWG or something like really like small because he didn't bring out the mask and wear the coats and all of that and all the grandeur with it. No, it was very simple and it was great. But I miss those big to-dos. Will I say All In was one of my favorites? Partially, yes, because he was wearing something that I made for him. So, but I digress. So, but no, his entrances, when you hear that one little piano key, yeah. I know it. It's like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. But squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Yes. So, yes, Bishop, I did that to piss you off, I think.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Y-
y'all are.
I'm trying to present.
Uh-oh.
Can you click a thing?
Can I what?
Somebody needs to click a thing.
What thing?
Producer guy, click a thing. I'm trying to do present.
Oh, I don't know. Producer dude or lady, Marv, whoever.
Yeah. Can you put up my present, sir? producer's like, he's like, what am I doing and why? I'm making him work for a living, guys. Bear with me.
Okay, there you go.
Mm. You do kind of have merch.
Who, me?
Bear with me. Technical stuff. Yes, you.
I have stickers.
Yes, you have merch. See?
Yes, and you know what I want to do is, because I'm a little like the wrestling buddy, you know, I want to take that and I want to get the Chibi Ricky. And so I want to put that on my I have to buy the case though, because I can't be putting that shit on my work laptop. But yeah, I want my case so I can put that on there. People will be like, what? Because I like putting stickers on my laptop. Like I got some cool ones on my MacBook. But there's
I got case badges that are magnetized.
Yeah, there's just something about, something about doing that. It's all good.
Yeah, man. I'm talking to producer guy.
Oh, what's producer guy say?
I don't know. You do have t-shirts. There's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
There is Amanda Jane shirt.
No, but like a solo thing of mine,
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. I got a buddy. We'll do it.
I need like a thing where I have a bottle of ocean spray in my hand and a peach in the other hand. I'm just saying, play the greatest hits. Why don't we? Yes. So, but yeah. So I don't know about you, unless you have anything else.
No,
you want to contribute.
I was gonna show a Marty's Girl entrance from 2022.
Oh, producer guy, what the hell? You're killing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not at last call yet. We got to watch a really badass entrance. Then we can last call.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, boss. Go.
My heart is hurting right now. You can't tell me. Oh my God, Marty. No, Willis, not last call yet. There's Marty's Girl to be seen. Hold on. Pull your jets. So, sorry. Yeah, I know.
He's ready to get rid of us.
This producer guy. Oh, what the hell? It's me, Infinity. I'm like that Orange Cassidy shirt.
It's awesome. All right, why are you doing this?
I don't know why, dude. I like see a ton of me. Oh, now I see even more of me. Oh my God, that's fucking exciting. Now I see some math. Oh, okay. Here we go.
I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but here, I'll work this out.
Okay. There's a villain section. Oh, where's this? Where is this? Oh my. Even more different. Wow. Oh, wow. This is fancy dancy. I think this has to be, if it's 2022, then this is
another PTW debut, another much anticipated debut.
Oh yeah. This is
to be another real interesting clash of personalities as well.
Yeah, Krampus is very, very interesting, scary, strong. This might be the match of the night.
I think you've said that before. Here he comes, the villain, Marty Skrull, who, as you say, has wrestled just about everywhere, and I don't know if you'd ever come across someone like Krampus, though.
I've never even seen anybody like Krampus.
It's amazing when you see Marty Scurll backstage preparing and getting ready, but then when you see him step in the ring, he becomes a different person. When he gets into the mode of combat, look at him. Look at the intensity in his eyes.
Yeah, you see that quite often where there's people who just are completely different back in the locker room area. Then when they come out here, it's like, yeah, as you say, they become a different person and they become a more violent, more aggressive competitor. And Scurll is an example of that.
He's very cerebral, very talented.
You know,
the hottest
Digi.
free agent in the world right now. Somebody's going to scoop him up.
Yeah, somebody better. You know what, Digi? You need to play one of my classic
Electric atmosphere here,
on
as there has
YouTube.
been.
You pull up,
The crowd just not giving themselves a break.
you pull up All In. One has his entrance. I'm not saying because Jesus. Losers, creeps, and pedos. Okay. Disclaimer. Okay. Marty Scurll is not a pedo. Okay.
No.
He's not. There we go. And this is live. This is like from the show.
Yeah. What
you
it
need it
shows
from the show. But you can see here. Can't remember this dude.
What's that?
Can't remember those dudes from BTE.
The Elite.
It was Frankie and Daniels doing that. And I think they have the official one.
I think this is the most iconic of his entrances.
Tanahashi, your winner.
This one?
What a match this was.
No, this was when he got introduced into the Bullet Club.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
that's not his typical entrance.
I'm sure there were a lot of questions in the mind of Adam Cole throughout the contest. And now there are questions.
No. He comes out because
You have to wonder what's next with Adam Cole here.
I just like the way that he's introduced.
Oh, with Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, hold on. Coming ringside, the Young Bucks. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Nice to see. Bullet Club.
Yeah, all's well in Bullet Club.
Celebration.
Yeah,
maybe a curtain call.
Yeah, the curtain call happened in New York, so
Right.
why not have it here at Hammerstein with the Super Click?
Yeah, three men who care very deeply about one another in the center of the ring.
Uh-oh, lights out here.
No, be quiet. This is Adam's special moment. Oh, how touching. What a curtain call. Yes, I really wish I could be there with you right now, Adam, but unfortunately, I cannot. Young Bucks, I must admit, I'm a little disappointed. The same man that tried to fire you less than 2 months ago is now standing in the middle of the ring, being showered with adulation from the crowd. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Well, Adam, you see, I feel like I have to send my special thanks too. Because let's face it, your tenure in Bullet Club, your tenure in professional wrestling has been long, has been fruitful, has been storied. But just like all fairy tales, Adam, there has to be a hero, and there has to be a villain. Adam Cole, consider yourself officially fired.
What in the world did we just see? Omega watching this live somewhere? Where is he?
We're still pitch black here in New York City.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Somebody turn the lights back on.
What are you doing?
Whoa!
Out of the darkness into the light.
What are you doing, Marty?
Take a look at that.
I never bought one of those. I never bought one of those. And
it was
Bucks
so
the Bucks,
good.
You know what? No. Okay. I like the Young Bucks. I don't know what they ever did to y'all, but they're good Christian boys. Okay, they're good
That's
Christian boys.
me. I feel like the super kick thing is overrated. I feel they're high spot monkeys, and you have tag teams like FTR who should be more over than them.
Well, there's a lot of those tag teams that are spot monkeys. Okay,
Unfortunate.
I will say that with them, there's a lot of things that they did that they really contributed to indie wrestling that people just don't, don't.
You're correct.
Don't either get or remember. But I think that with them, yeah, sometimes their matches are the same, but you can't tell me, like, when you see like the Lucha Brothers, that's some choreography shit, that some of that Lucha Libre really is. And speaking of Lucha Libre, where the fuck is Bandito? I'm sorry, that's another.
Probably AAA. It's where all the good ones go.
No, speaking of AAA, making his I guess well, he wrestled for them already, but I think this is his grand coming out party. It'll be if I'm not mistaken, it's on Saturday. It is in Tijuana, and it is
Tijuana,
and it's Marty. Now, okay, I'm a little bummed. I'm not gonna lie, but none of my friends want to go with me to Tijuana. It is not safe for a woman to go by herself. So, thus, yeah. Even Marty was like, "Oh, you should." I'm like, "Marty, by myself." He's like, "The car, drive over." I'm like, "I'm not driving my car over the border." I said, "And that line is way too long. I'll walk over it." But no, it's not safe for a woman to go alone across the border.
That's true.
You might, I don't know, I could get kidnapped and then you'll never see me again. Some people might like that, like, I don't know, ocean spray or.
I'd pay the ransom.
Well, thank you. We should take donations. You can do it either down to Venmo at Ref Marsh, but if you Venmo me at Ms. Amanda Jane, that kind of will help with my legal fund or
all
whatever.
Proceeds will go to the Save Amanda Fund.
Yeah, the Save Amanda. Yeah, it's real. Unlike certain people who, like, I don't know, like they spent a bunch of money and told their mom they couldn't help her, but all of a sudden there's this GoFundMe because his mom needed a car and he could not give her any money because he just furnished his new house in Japan. Who is that?
You are so salty about that.
That is an ocean spray, and that, my friends, is a douchebag. You don't do that. Okay, then he tried to do another one again. I'm a douchebag. Come on, don't be a douche canoe. You already are one, but you know what? Really, just don't. Just don't.
A douche canoe.
Yeah, someone else is using that phrase now. So, I guess I'm a trendsetter because I had never heard anyone say that, but I was just saying it because it was random and I thought it was funny.
So,
that's
as we promised, because I think Willis is like, I want to go. And you've got a flight.
Yep, I got a flight. Call. So what we're going to do here is, before we do our last call, we're going to do our normal Gigi, where can we find you?
1, 2, Medusa or here. I don't do social media because, well, I just don't.
It's a devil. It's okay.
Yeah, it really is.
I like you already. I say that a lot. Let it go, man. I am never letting go. I am like Rose on the Titanic when she was holding Jack's hand. I'm never letting go. I'm never letting go.
Jesus, it's like Frozen all over again.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Never letting go. I hold a grudge for a very long time. If I like all of a sudden you're like, oh, you're not holding that grudge, it'll just bring it back. It just stirs it up again. Yeah. And I will never forget Willis when fucking Ocean Spray shoved me. He shoved a fucking woman. What a fucking asshole. Yeah.
Well, that being said, because we could go
that
on.
Being said,
we do a toast to the things we're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are the positive note.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So Amanda, ladies first.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to some great wrestling. Unfortunately, I have to see 2 people that I absolutely cannot stand. So I'll be going to the bathroom, but that's okay because I'm going to see friends. And I love Seattle. I love going up there. So that's my positive thing for y'all.
My positive is we're going to have Artemis. We're going to have live stuff to review.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make Willis show up every time with threats of violence if necessary. And Marty Skrull getting a second chance.
I can choose on that. But before I call it officially,
okay,
he got in my face. Okay. He got in my face. So you're going to have to watch it. Thank you. I
will.
You have to watch it and then you have to tell me. No, he got in my face. He made that beeline. When you watch his entrance, he knew where he was going. He could have gone the other way, but he went my way. Okay. When you're going to step up to me like that, I'm not going to back down. Like when he did that to me, I told him, I'm not scared of you. I'm not.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. Yeah, no. Oh, but yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Well, you got to give me that because you know it's true. You were like right there. Give kindness and you will receive. When that doesn't work, violence solves everything.
Solves everything.
Yes. He doesn't
100%.
know. Like I've basically like broken Osprey twice. Once was at a New Japan show and he's wrestling Amazing Red. Oh. It says links up there. Links up there. Where I don't know where you put the link, but yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. In New Japan, if you go back and watch that one at in San Francisco at San Francisco State, it was the Super J Cup. And yeah, you're gonna ask Willis. Willis, that was I think the first time he'd ever heard me go off on someone like that. It was amazing. I felt good.
Great.
It felt good. My hatred of Ocean Spray, basically everyone was pro him, and Show put on a hell of a performance. And let me tell you, everyone was all pro Show when the night was done. So
nice.
Hashtag facts. And on that note, everybody, it's real. Yeah, it is real. It's like Hood Slam. This is fucking real. So
it's real. It's damn real.
Note, everybody. That's
cheers.
All.
Cheers. I mean,
producer guy.
We're working on it. He's busy.
Okay. All right.
We're making him work for a living, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, producer lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support us or buy us a drink by following and putting the I in subscribe on Twitch, or subscribe and review our podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to us. Cheers.
I would never have a drink with wrestling on the rocks.